between a forum and a debate, and I knew a debate wouldn't work because we can't even have a debate in here in these chambers without it going in all that water. So anyway, that's why I put that on there, and the forum will be Saturday at 2 o'clock, and somebody will have the key. Donna will have the key. I'll get to you after this meeting. I got the master key too. So that's all I want to say about it. I wanted to clear that up because, like I said, between me and Mr. Newspaper, man, we're both grown men, and I told him we can agree to disagree. I'll take the blame for it. Maybe I said it the wrong way, but when the paper came out, it had me as I was on my rate. I keep telling y'all every month, I don't want nothing to do with it. So Tony Moore will not be nowhere around. Okay, so be there or be square. All right, let's move on. November council meeting will be Monday, November the 5th. I believe our regular scheduled council meeting will be on a holiday, correct?
Yes.
So we have to change that.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes.
this is not really conflicted, but the next day is our election day. This is from Ulysses Galvin, the district administrator, or the county administrator of the elections. He's the deputy voter registrar. Anyway, that's just to remind us that we do have an election day, the 6th, the next day after that meeting on Monday.
And that's why the election's gonna be down there.
So we're gonna hold it there?
Yes, sir.
Very good.
So we have our meeting here. Gotcha.
All right.
Denise is already blessed it.
Very good.
Because she had, what's his name? Giesling. She had some muscle with her. She had Giesling with her. And then we were in negotiations talking about your roads.
They're not my road.
Not to blame everything on you, Steve.
I know, it always happens.
Yeah. So, anyway, she had the muscle with her, but she really liked it. As long as we can keep Bernice Minoy from putting up, taping stuff to the walls, we'll be all right. He likes to tape stuff to walls. You tape it to that installation, me and him gonna have a problem.
I might have a problem with it.
There's a couple of things you do have to post though for the public.
Yeah, but she's saying that they can wrap a board or something like that.
We can put it on the door,
Yeah.
like the voters.
Where's Ron at?
I won't be in there.
No, he can't do it.
I can't be there.
Oh, that's right.
We have another person running elections.
Okay, well, y'all just keep Bernice Minoy and tape apart. Keep them separate.
I'll talk to his counterpart.
Okay, good. All right, next, number 8. We have a new South Side account. And the
It's number
reason,
7, isn't it?
no,
Number 8.
number 8. We opened a new South Side account, and that was the account for the roads and highways of our newly annexed subdivision, Brierwood Bay. So your money is in that account, and the reason I did not put it in savings or anything else was because the people down at Austin Bank kind of teed me off, wanted me to come down there and fill out all those forms, not like we already have 6 or 7 accounts down there in Southside. And the reason I did not put it in the savings account because even though I'm 99.1% sure that our problem with the IRS is over with, I'll never put it in that savings account so they can garnish it again as long as I'm here, and that's till January. I won't put anything in there because they can come in there and just take it like they did last time, and boy, that was low blow. So that's why I opened a new account versus that. Plus, Angela's got direct thing to that account, so when you start ordering that material and stuff, everything's set up there. You might find probably a fee for some checks or something coming out there once we get set up. Yes?
Yes, sir, Mr. Moore. I just wanted to thank yourself and Angelina and Shalina for helping us coordinate and setting up those accounts with APAC and all the other people that are going to be involved in that.
Contrary to popular belief, we do a lot of work around
And I
here.
want to thank all of y'all for helping us coordinate all that.
Y'all should be good to go
On
now.
behalf of Brierwood Bay, I want to thank y'all.
Okay, well, we help out people more than you know, but I appreciate that.
I
Thank
know
you.
you do. And I
Thank you.
wish more people understood that.
We not gonna go there. I'm gone fishing. I'm gone.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like
Yes.
to bring up an idea of something that's going over here in Dogwood City that affect our roads here. There's an oil lease play or gas lease, whatever. There's a mineral play going on in Dogwood City right now. And the structure they're playing off of is the salt dome that's coming up in the Saline Bay area, between here and the 345. I don't know how broad that play is going to be. I don't know the shape of the salt dome. But if we do have that play come across a bridge, we will not have anything in place to protect the city highways and roads unless we come up with some rules and regulations like bonds and various things like that. So if they do make a play over here to drill a well, we have something in place to protect the city roads and infrastructure. And I am, being in the oil and gas business, I have had to meet those needs when I drill in an area that requires such, even in such counties as Van Zandt County recently. But there's bonding issues that we could place the player on, the operator. There's ways that we could even ask for a permitting fee to help subsidize the paperwork we gotta go through to monitor them. There's some things like that we could address and do to be ready just in case that comes, so that we do have some rules and regulations for them to meet and not be reactive, but be active in this matter. Yes. So I suggest that maybe on the next agenda, while we're discussing roads and highways here, that we may ought to entertain some ideas in order to protect the city's infrastructure from heavy equipment. Because they will tear up the type roads we have here. In the state, the only state roads we have is the 155 artery and this one over here.
Yeah, well, we should have already done that, and that's gonna be a good idea. I would really look at not give it life, because that truck that tears up your roads all the time, you know.
This is a problem already.
Yeah, this is already
We
a
don't know how
problem.
to go after it.
Yeah.
Well, anyway.
That's exactly like what he's talking about, a weight limit on the road or bond.
Well, it's not so much a weight limit. If you place a bond, I post $50,000 bonds. You have the right to go after that bond, and what you do is just simply see the activity start. You take pictures of your roads if you
Right.
wish. I do that so that I can make sure the county's not asking of me too much. And then after the services are over with, you're looking back at the pictures, you're looking at the present conditions, and you make a decision whether or not to draw on that bond to repair. There's also the aspect of if they do make a successful development here, then you have road use for heavy equipment if they're moving fluids off the well. And those kind of things will wear out a road as well. So sometimes you have operators having to post bonds for just normal activities other than just drilling. But those things could be addressed and have it on the books in case we are placed in the position to defend our roads in case that plague jumps across the bridge over to us. So
since you're the subject matter expert,
well,
Thank you.
I can draw up some things
Yeah.
I've had to
Did you?
meet, and we can discuss them, and
Right.
we can take some input, but that's something that we need to face before it happens.
you're absolutely right. I appreciate that.
Excellent idea.
And we're gonna catch that junk over there with you. Some kind of way I'm gonna figure out how to do it. I think I'm gonna sit out there with a roadblock
I
sign.
see him all the time.
Yeah.
Where are they gonna be drilling? Maybe?
The salt dome is, that's why they call it Saline Bay. Used to, the Indians, where the
Yeah, I
creeks
know
came
that.
out, had a salt buildup after rain on the banks, and they harvested salt. The bay, the water filled in that area on a subsidence when the dome come up and collapsed. That's how come you got that imagery there where the water filled. That created problems in the earth that sometimes oil will migrate up against or gas and gets trapped. And there's a well there on 345 right before you get to Emerald Bay on your left. You can see it up on the hill. That's on the north side of the dome. The south side of the dome is where we would be, and Dogwood City would probably be on the west side.
So you're saying that they would be drilling over there, but it would just be through traffic? With their equipment coming through here?
No, it'd be 155 they'd be traveling on there. That's state problems.
Okay.
But if the trapping mechanism that they're chasing comes up underneath, physically underneath our town, if they drill straight down in our town to get to it, then the equipment will be impacting any area that they get access to.
Well, considering what our town is, that belongs to individual people, so they can't just come into individual people's property and drill.
No,
No,
We're
no,
talking about the roads,
Talking about that.
the equipment on
Yes,
the roads.
yes, they can.
I think that's trying to, for us to have rules in effect, to hold somebody responsible for tearing up the roads in the city.
I understand the roads, I'm talking the drilling, they're not gonna drill in the road,
No.
but they're gonna use it, I understand
There's a
that.
possibility they could come to the town at some point, maybe or may not.
No, what I'm saying is that vacant lot out behind Fat Dogs could be a drill site. That drill site would be accessed coming off of 155 or maybe out of Brierwood Bay. You cannot condemn mineral rights by surface rights. There are rules that prevent drilling X amount of feet away from a habitat, 500 feet. But other than that, he can come in and condemn the surface to drill as well. But he also has to meet the regulations of the entity of a city such as we are, and that's one of the values of having a city, is creating rules to protect its habitats, inhabitants. But with that said, if we have rules and regulations, when they come in to drill a well, we already have something in place they have to abide by. But if we wait until they start building their pad, there's no way you can grandfather them into something. And then the problem's there and we can't stop it. So what I'm suggesting is, it's very new, but there's a leasing play going on. And that's the first step that creates a well being drilled or not. And as that lease play is occurring, if they drill over there and geologically see something that projects them over here, then there's a possibility you will have a drilling rig right across the street from City Hall. But some of our roads are city roads and some of them are state and county. And those impact points for us to have jurisdiction on has to be established prior to. And I'm just saying, if we set something up much as a county would or much as a state does, that has us protected as an entity in ourselves, then we can abide by their needs and they can abide by ours.
Thank you so much for
Excellent.
that enlightenment.
We need this anyway.
Yeah,
Well, yeah.
We need this
Yeah.
anyway. It's an excellent idea.
we really do. Thank you. Those of you who don't subscribe to the Frankston Citizen, this is not on the agenda, but I feel like saying it. I'm gonna say it. Here's the hard copy of that inspection sheet that was done, that made that building ours. That was the last nail in the thing. And here's the hard copy of it. This is history. It says that no deficiencies found. And that's from the handicapped people on down. So between that, so and this, the certificate of construction completion, ladies and gentlemen, Collier City, that is your building now. Period. Go ahead and call anybody you want to, email anybody you want to. That's our building. And hopefully, the next administration, whomever that might be, y'all can write me a letter, let me know. I hope that they'll continue to do construction in there. It has the potential to do a lot of things. And for those of you who don't read the Frankston Citizen, I signed an agreement with the Red Cross this past week. Yeah, last week. Last week was the fake man? Yeah. Last week, shook hands with them. Our building is certified as a, not a fatality center, what is it called?
Disaster.
No, like an emergency center.
Like FEMA.
Yeah, we have the only one that I know of, well, according to them, in East Texas with a shower. That's why we put the shower in there. Yes, ma'am?
I was gonna
I ain't
say,
asked for the judge report yet.
and I'm not giving the judge's report, I just thought y'all, that some that didn't know this, is the same day that you, agreed with the Red Cross. We had a meeting there that night, first,
Yeah.
training meeting, had eight people show up, and it turned out to be a very good meeting. It was real long, but.
And they're looking for volunteers. There's only a few paying positions. Believe me, I asked. I was going to make that transition.
We have one person in this area that is certified in the health field, and he gets called all the time.
But contrary to popular belief, we're doing some damn good things. And that lady was as happy as she could be. I mean, put it to you like this. I don't want to call any names, but there's a couple of families that have went through some tragedies here in the last couple of months. Had that building been up, we wouldn't have had to worry about them getting kicked out of the hotel over here. We wouldn't have to worry about the church's money drying up and them having to look for a place to stay or whatever. I mean, I got a few cots, but they got running water. We can hook a microwave up in there. It's our building. There's so many things we can do with that building. It's just, it's incredible. And I hope that the next administration utilizes that building for some of the potential that it was built for. It wasn't built for this. We tweaked it and turned it into that. We didn't want a closet, we wanted a building. So hopefully, you know, we're doing some good things.
Well, that all.
And I'm gonna have this framed.
That all paid off when you decided to build it bigger.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, it was a scrape, but I mean, now that it is that size, now it can be utilized for numerous things.
That's just
That's
like,
the best part of it.
that's just like Saturday. He's gonna be on one side and she's gonna be on the other side. You know, different times, but.
You're gonna stay on your side and I'm gonna stay on mine.
But I mean, you know, and then we had, and the bad part about it, we had a family came up today that wanted, well, I can't really go into it. We had a family today came up and wanted to use the building also, but it was already promised to them. But, that's what I'm saying. People know that it's here now and they're coming and they're asking about it. Hey, when I got to do this? Matter of fact, last week I was in Fort Worth and the fire chief held his son's reception in that building. The only complaint I had to him was when I walked out there and said all them dang on cigarette butts. I mean, doesn't it make sense if you go smoke to take one of those smoke things down there and put it in like a butt can or something? Bless his soul, he's sick right now, y'all. That's why he's not here. He is sick. He was so sick, I looked at him and told him, please get away from me.
You got the bill for his son's wedding, huh?
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
And I mean, we had the sign out there all lit up. I mean, it looked very professional, looked very good. Bruce let us use his little sign thing with the lights and stuff. It was very nice. And I looked at pictures of it, and the pictures looked very nice. I said something to the newspaper, but he didn't print those.
Good answer.
But the reception, it looked real nice the way they had it all did up. And that's what it's for. It's for the community to use, so it's being put to good use one way or another way. So I can talk about the building all day long, but we want to get out here and he got this look on his face. Okay, last but not least, no, I got you. In that roads account, Steve, just because you're the head of the HOA, it's $30,744. All right, number 9, Donna and her EDC report. Please,
Okay.
ma'am, if you would.
Okay, I want to clarify something first. The sign does not belong to Bruce. The
Oh.
sign,
Okay.
the sign belongs to the community. We bought that sign to be used down here at the community center for any announcements for whatever's going on in there. Correction made.
Thank you. I don't know it all. I don't pretend to.
EDC bought the sign in order that any events that are being held can be announced out on the curb. It can be lit, or, you know, during the day, it doesn't have to be lit. But anyways, we have an appropriate amount of letters and things that are with it for most or anything you want to put up on the sign. And again, when you use the building, you'll just check with the girls or whoever's in charge of it at that point, and
Fire chief.
they'll set you up with that. Last weekend, EDC sponsored the Crappie Anglers Championship fishing tournament here on Lake Palestine. They were very happy with Coffee City and EDC, and they gave us this little plaque. It's a certificate of recognition. The City of Coffee City, the Economic Development Corporation, they said it was the best one that they've had. They will be back. They bring a lot of revenue into the city. I know a lot of people have fussed about us having events over at the Lake Palestine Resort, but everybody that lives here knows that Coffee City in the past does not have the facility for proper use. I mean, we've tried to do some things in the park, which nobody wants to use a porta potty. They're hot and stinky. I don't want to use a porta potty. And if you don't have the facilities to accommodate people, they may come once, but they won't come again. Now, the biggest event we had was fireworks. That was great. We did a lot of work this summer on that. Everybody was very happy with it, and they'd like to see it grow bigger and better, and I think that's a possibility. But that's one of the things that you can have outdoors and not really have to have too many facilities. Those are movable and doable. But anyway, on this crappie tournament, they said everyone caught crappie this year. There were no fishermen that were unhappy, and they caught some of the largest crappie they had ever caught. So they were very happy about that.
Talk about the youngest one.
I don't know about the youngest one. Tell me.
Okay, remember, well, you don't remember. They had, somebody's kid was there. and he was actually in the tournament, and he was having himself a ball. They made that announcement when they were giving out those awards.
Well, I wasn't there.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
You know, I was busy working on other things.
I was.
I was running around. I know, you were there eating.
A belly full of fish.
I know what you were doing. But anyway, we're having another, we're sponsoring another tournament this weekend. It's called The Two of Us, and what we're trying to do is promote husband and wife teams. It doesn't have to be husband and wife. It could be just 2 women, 2 men, whatever. But that's the whole purpose, was The Two of Us, is try to get the women kind of involved with the men's lives also. But anyway, we are expecting about 100 people to turn out for this, and they're doing the original setup and everything at the Lake Palestine Resort. And then we're going to have a award ceremony over here at the community center, where they'll award the prizes and things for whoever got the biggest fish. But anyway, looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a really good event, and I think they said the weigh-in is Saturday afternoon.
I think so.
At 3:30 over at the Lake Palestine Resort, if anybody wants to go see the weigh-in. And on this tournament, are they fishing for bass?
Yes.
This is a bass tournament. I don't get into all that. Yeah, I'll do the inside stuff. But anyway, the EDC committee, they really are working hard. We're all working hard at trying to get people interested in coming into the community. And we feel like the only way we're going to save our community is getting more revenue in through people that visit us. And that's what we're working on. We have been talking to different restaurants and things that are looking at us to come in. Whether they do or not, who knows? But the interest is there. So we're just going to keep talking to them and see what we can get going on. You know, a lot of people are waiting for this November election to see who's going to be our big chief. So I don't know if that's really going to matter one way or the other, but that's what I hear. They're waiting on the big election. But anyhow, talking about the community center, the EDC feels like that is one of our best investments right now. We had donated $25,000 to help with what's gone on with it up to this point. And we realized that there's a lot still left to do. We got the kitchen to put in. We need, you know, refrigerators, microwaves, and what have you. And I ran across a money-making endeavor that I think the city should get into. And I'm going to get Angela to make a copy after I get through, and then you guys can take it home and look at it. But what it is, we can purchase a card to go to Ryan's buffet place. We can pay $5 for this card, and we can sell it for $10, so we double our money. But what's great about it, I mean, I want one. I'm gonna buy me one. We can go eat there 4 lunches and 4 dinners. Buy one, get one free. It's a $65 savings for people. And
I get the free one.
no, I get the free one. But it's an all-you-can-eat place. I mean, they got nice food. I mean, they got high-quality food. They got steaks and shrimp and all that kind of stuff. And none of that is taken off the table if you have this discount card. And you know, the evening meals run about $11, $12 a piece. The lunches run from $5 to $6 a piece. I mean, that's a savings for the people that have the card, plus it makes us money. And
It sounds similar to one of the school-sponsored type cards. Would we be better off looking at something that has more restaurants other than just the one?
well, you're talking about that booklet thing? It's a
No,
coupon
no,
book?
it's a card. They've got the card now. It's
Yeah.
like a credit card type deal, but it's got all the different businesses on it. I don't know how the schools get into it, stuff. Anyhow, just an idea.
I don't know, I
understand
ran across this one, this was just for Ryan's.
that.
You know, I'm not familiar with that one. I mean, that's something we can look at, but, I think we should probably enter into maybe some fundraising deals. And to me, this was a save for us and a save for the.
Let me check the legality on that, okay? Make sure that we can do it. I'm not saying we can't, but let me just make sure.
But can,
As a city, can we sell those cards?
Well,
not
the
the city, but I'm
legality.
talking about as the EDC though.
EDC.
Oh, well, sure, the EDC can, that's what you're supposed to.
But you're talking about the population as well.
I'm talking about everybody getting involved. I'm not going out there by myself and peddling cards. I'm sorry. I'm working 6 days a week, 11-hour days at work, and I'm already got enough going on. That's why I'm bringing it to everybody. And if everybody doesn't want to help, then, you know, we're just spitting in the wind here. And that's one of the key things in the city. If we don't get our act together, start helping each other and do this stuff together, we are not gonna make it as a city.
I agree.
What's the golden rule? A house divided cannot stand. You know, and all the fussing and carrying on is just got to stop. If we're not gonna work together, then I'm telling you people, if we're not gonna work together, I'm done. I got so much stuff going on right now, I could walk away and stay busy the rest of my life. And all this stuff that we do, this is volunteer work, we don't get paid for it. What we get paid is a lot of hardship and criticism. But a lot of people don't understand what we're trying to do, and we're not trying to sabotage anybody or make it hard on other people. This business of property tax is a bunch of hogwash. We're trying to save the city through revenue, through getting people to come invest in our city. I don't want to pay any more tax, and I'll fight anybody who says I do. But anyway, sorry about that.
No, I don't at all.
But I mean, come on, that's not even an issue. But anyway, we need to finish the community center because that is one of our biggest money makers right now. I mean, you look at that calendar that Shalene is trying to keep up. People are already calling in, wanting to use the community center. I mean, it's an asset for us. And like he said, we own it. And that's one of the things that I found out when we were talking to different people about coming in the city. This city doesn't own crap. And back when they had so much money in the bank, they should have had the infrastructure in. They should have had roads in. I still don't understand all that business back 3 years ago. I still don't get it.
It can give you a headache.
Well, but anyway, with what we have left to deal with, we got to deal with it. And we're trying to. And if, like I said, if we can't do this together, it's not going to happen. It don't matter if I go down there and convince Joe Blow to come in here and put in a free restaurant for everybody to eat. But if we don't work it together, it ain't going to happen. So that's what all I'm asking is give us your support and help when we ask for help. And don't criticize us so dadgum much.
Amen.
Speaking along those same lines, if I might follow you just a bit, the new city website,
Yeah.
that young man has done it to where it is the first thing that pops up now. If you Google Coffee City, our website will come up. Not that stupid website, but it will be the first one to come up. Huh? Yeah, well, at least ours is the first.
You know, that crazy stuff's gonna come up for the rest of our lives and the rest of their lives, and then somebody else will follow in behind them. But let me show you a demonstration. What does that guy call me on the website? No, call me.
Who?
Whatever. his
I
name is.
don't
The
deal
concerned
with it.
sitting guy.
What's he call me on the website?
I don't know.
Mailhag.
Say it again.
Mailhag.
What just happened? Absolutely nothing. I'm still me. And it doesn't change the way I view things or nothing. In fact, I'm going to have it put on a hat because I'm proud of who I am. And I'm proud of who I stand for.
All right, guys. Okay. Let's go on. Ain't gonna make that out. Judge.
Yes, sir. Oh, mine short and sweet.
I'm just.
New cases filed was 6. Trials was 3. Driving safety 4. Disposition deferred was 8. Had 8 warrants issued, collected $4,740, of which the city got to keep $2,579. We paid our criminal court costs and fees of $4,738.77.
You get it?
I just got one question.
Go ahead.
Is that your car parked in 3 car parking places out front that have taken up the places to where we had to?
Where's my car parked at?
Oh.
Tell me where my car is parked at and I'll tell you if it's my car.
Come on, him.
Come on, man. All right. Thank you, Judge. Anybody got any questions about the report? Fire department. He is sick, very much so. So much so, I didn't want him around.
He might have his foot. How bad was it?
He
Sputtered and
he-
coughing.
I
How long
can't
did
say
you stay
because the
around?
newspaper man here, I'm being filmed, but he
How
had
long
like
did you
stir
stay
fry.
around me?
Oh, yeah, that's why you stood on.
You didn't drink out of my water, did you?
I made you go fast.
Next, next, mayor report.
Oh, Lord.
Mayor report, I think I've done enough talking for today.
That's good. Adjournment. I make the motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
Second, any questions? Aye. Yeah.
Good job, Donna. Well, y'all did good to go that far. Y'all doing good on that.
All right.
Lee, how you doing? We're good.
Yeah, I want to.
Thank you for all y'all do. Thank you so much.
Hey, Mailhag.
Get put on that hat.
This is so nice.
That's what you ought to do, get that put on there.
Latest thing.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Did you get that point?
And you saw their community school? Because people down at Austin Bank kind of teed me off, wanting to come down there and fill out all those forms, not like we already have 6 or 7 accounts down there. And Southside, and the reason I did not put it in the savings account because even though I'm 99.1% sure that our problem with the IRS is over with, I'll never put it in that savings account so they can garnish it again as long as I'm here, and that's be till January. I won't put anything in there because they can come in there and just take it like they did last time, and boy, that was low blow. So that's why I opened a new account versus that. Plus, Angela's got direct thing to that account, so when you start ordering that material and stuff, everything's up there. You might find probably a fee for some checks or something coming out there once we get set up. Yes?
Yes, sir, Mr. Moore, I just wanted to thank yourself and Angelina and Shalina for helping us coordinate and setting up those accounts with APAC and all the other people that are gonna be involved in that.
Contrary to popular belief, we do the stuff to the walls. We'll be all right. He likes to tape stuff to walls. You tape it to that installation, me and him will have a problem.
I might have a problem with it.
There's a couple of things you do have to post though for the
Yeah,
public.
but she's saying that you got,
You
they
put it
can
on the
wrap a
board.
board or something like that.
When you put it on the door,
Yeah.
like the voters.
Where's Ron at?
I won't be in there.
No, he can't do it.
I can't be there.
Oh, that's right.
We have another person running elections.
Okay, well, y'all just keep burning Benoit and tape apart. Keep them separate.
I'll talk to his counterpart.
Okay, good. All right, next, number 8. We have a new Southside account. And the
It's number
reason,
7, isn't it?
no,
No, number 8.
number 8. We opened a new Southside account, and that was the account for the roads and highways of our newly annexed subdivision, Brierwood Bay. So your money is in that account, and the reason I did not put it in savings or anything else, we'll do a lot of work around
And I
it.
wanna thank all of y'all for helping us coordinate all that.
Y'all should be good to go
On
now.
behalf of Brierwood Bay, I wanna thank y'all.
Okay, well, we help out people more than you know, but I appreciate that.
I
Thank
know
you.
you do. And I
Thank you.
wish more people understood that.
We not gonna go there. I'm gone fishing. I'm gone.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to
Yes.
bring up an idea of something that's going over here in Dogwood City to affect our roads here. There's an oil lease play or gas lease, whatever. There's a mineral play going on in Dogwood City right now. And the structure they're playing off of is the salt dome that's coming up in the Saline Bay area, between here and the 345. I don't know how broad that play is gonna be. I don't know the shape of the salt dome. But if we do have that play come across a bridge, we will not have anything in place to protect the city highways and roads.
Change that.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes.
this is not really conflicted, but the next day is our election day. This is from Ulysses Galvin, the district administrator, or the county administrator of elections. He's the deputy voter registrar. Anyway, that's just to remind us that we do have an election day, the 6th, the next day after that meeting on Monday.
And that's why the election's gonna be down there.
So we're gonna hold it there?
Yes, sir.
Very good.
So we have our meeting here. Gotcha.
All right.
Denise is already blessed me.
Very good.
Because she had, what's his name? Geisling. She had some muscle, but she had Geisling with her. And then we were in negotiations talking about your roads.
They're not my roads.
Not to blame everything on you, Steve.
I know, it always happens.
Yeah. So anyway, she had the muscle with her, but she really liked it. As long as we can keep Bernice Manoy from putting up tape between the forum and the debate, and I knew a debate wouldn't work because we can't even have a debate in here in these chambers without it going in all that water. So anyway, that's why I put that on there, and the forum will be Saturday at 2 o'clock, and somebody will have the key. Donna will have the key. I'll get to you after this meeting. I got the master key too. So that's all I want to say about it. I wanted to clear that up because, like I said, between me and Mr. Newspaper, man, we're both grown men, and I told him we can agree to disagree. I'll take the blame for it. Maybe I said it the wrong way, but when the paper came out, it had me as I was going to moderate. I keep telling y'all every month, I don't want nothing to do with it. So Tony Moore will not be nowhere around. Okay, so be there or be square. All right, let's move on. November council meeting will be Monday, November the 5th. I believe our regular scheduled council meeting will be on a holiday, correct?
Yes.
So we had